I'm doing the early windows and afternoon games into the early afternoon games and to Sunday late windows. So here we go. So is the Houston Texans blew out a very injured Baltimore Ravens squad. Baltimore Ravens have been very injured this season. That's why they're 1-4, and they lost Lamar Jackson in the Kansas City Chiefs game. And the Seas showed 20-37, 204 yards, 4 touchdowns this game. Looked like really solid, but Trump had only 11 360 yards. Pretty efficient, like 5 yards a carry looks. That's pretty efficient for NFL standards. 464. Powers at 5 for 72, so it was just Cooper Rush had the 3 interceptions. It was just not for 300 yards. Just couldn't really get nothing going in that second half. We had a bunch of punts. And we fit Derrick Henry fits into his 3 series of touchdown. So he could not really get the ball going on the interception on this, and they knew they had to get Derrick Henry going. They just couldn't. The Ravens offense was just beat up. Just injured it to no end. This would really hurt Minnesota. This would really hurt the Baltimore Ravens. They really hurt them. And the Baltimore Ravens could have actually capitalized on that. And actually scored some. Maybe Cooper Rush. He was with the Dallas Cowboys for a long time. He's actually one of the better backups in the NFL. He's with the Dallas, He wasn't like the world's greatest backup, but he's been a career backup, but he's like a good backup. Decent, solid backup. And all those backups that you see that has maybe Daniel Jones or Matt Jones or Carson Wentz. Some of those NFL players who've had experience playing in the NFL for a good while. We just couldn't make things work out, And it's just a big blowout. The Tennessee Titans, they stunned the Arizona Cardinals 22-21. Tennessee was down 16, was down 15 in the fourth quarter. In the first quarter, it was all Arizona pretty much, except for a field. The first drive was Michael Carter touchdown. It was a Calamari 2-yard run. Then it was a Donovan 8-1-yard touchdown in the second quarter. And they were already up with 10 points for you. And then you had Joyce a field goal with 5 minutes in the first. It was 21-3. Then if Joyce had 50-yard field goal with 8-20 in the second quarter, okay. But then in the third, neither team offense kicked one. Like, okay, maybe still Arizona's favor. They have the momentum because they have the big lead, but neither team has the momentum right now. And then Tennessee made a touchdown with 10:26 in the fourth. The 1-yard touchdown between Pollard. Then Tyler Lockett recovered a fumble return right on the goal line and got in and was able to easily get in and made it 19-20. And then with 10 left on the clock, Tennessee went 22-21. What a stunner for Tennessee. That was a great game for Tennessee Titans. Arizona, I thought, and maybe they used to be good. Boomer used to be good, but before he got injured, now it's his first injury. He was, I remember him making the playoffs, making them good. Arizona is not that good now. Mercado, 3 carries, 8 yards. Carter, 1850 with the main run back. Harrison Jr., 5, 4.8. Grade 5 for 1. So, Kyle Murray, good versus touchdown runs. 3 touchdown runs. Yeah. Shut up about. No, but there's not incentive. It's really just not score nothing. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeat the Seattle Seahawks late 38-35. Similar looked really, really efficient. 28-30, 43, 48, 4 touchdowns interception. 29-33, 3 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wait, that's 14-40. 441 yards. 14 carries for 4 yards. 2 touchdowns. Walker, 3rd. 10 carries, 8 yards. Smith and Jigba had 8 receptions. 7 yards, 6 yards, touchdown. He had 170 receptions, 136 yards. So, some big play receivers. And then Seattle had 8 for 41. Chad Johnson 4 for 15. Right 4 for 30. Then you had Cooper Cup 6 for 15. AJ Brown 7 for 15. 3 for 3. So pretty good. But then first it looked like it was kind of a couple of fellows you thought, oh, maybe there is going to be a lower scoring game. You know what I mean? Could have been one of those lower scoring games. I thought, okay, maybe they win it, but it's not been much. But then Tampa Bay scored in that second quarter. Right to this Rashad White, senior touchdown. Then Justin, the Google signature best in the third. Shannon Mayfair touchdown. McKay Gilbuka, third touchdown best for Greenfield. And there was a 2-yard pass. And then 2. And then AJ Brown's 2 touchdown best for Sam Darnold. Then Rashad White, 1-yard touchdown with 19 cents up to the Those 28-20 and Seattle. 35-20 with Troy Horton's 2-yard touchdown. Then Shepard, 11-yard touchdown from Greenfield. The 34, but then on the drive after they scored a touchdown for Tampa Bay, Sam Darnold throws an interception. And they got the ball him getting the ball on the 40-yard line or so. And Tampa Bay, Seattle just lost it. Center played perfect. Pretty much up until that point right there in the game. They ended up playing really solid center in the Seattle. It was just one more mistake that was made by Sam Darnold. Awesome game. So it's Detroit Lions. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning, the quarterback, Cincinnati Bengals. 37-24. Jared Goff was 18-23. 2 for 3 touchdowns. Pretty efficient. Only 18 for 65. Touchdown Browning. And then they couldn't get the running game going. Jamar Chase, 86 reception yards. The Bengals fans over there. And you can see their sarcastic cheers. Because they could not score on the ball. They could not score at all. In that game. And you saw that there was a bunch of sarcastic cheers. Kind of when they were cheering. I don't know if it's sarcastic or just finally happy that they got them. Jamar Chase got first down. Finally something to cheer about, And yeah, and it was just not the best game of football for the Bengals. And it seems like Brown might hit late when it doesn't matter, like it was like late game, it doesn't mean absolutely nothing. You know, he was Browning in, and like he was okay for a while, but now he just people have figured him out. You know, people have figured him out, and teams really have. They still have scouting on him from like back when he was like what year was it, like 2022 to 2023. It was a couple years ago. I remember that. And then some film on him from there. And you can see why. You know, like he looked okay then, but I mean, I think I've heard Joe Burrow a few times, but it's like, but Joe Goff looked really solid. Just Joe Browning comes alive when like ALS 5 for 82. Tegan's 3 for 22. Jamar Chase 6 for 18. 110. So I mean, you can. There's defense. Like cannot stop them, and when you throw 3 interceptions, Jake Browning, he can do well. Just he throws the interceptions too, and that's what really hurts. Jameer Gibbs or a combined for over 100 rushing after 56 yards. Monson around 8 for 100. Sam Porter 5 for 82. So you could see, late in that game, fourth quarter, but it didn't matter. They were not like they were just trying not to win it, yet like lose the game. Kind of in that moment, I'm not sure too much. We're not try to lose the game, and then winning the Lions, winning the Washington Commanders, and defeating the Los Angeles Chargers 27-10. Gene Daniels was back. He's back from his injury. But just Herbert, after a loss to the New Jersey Giants in New Jersey, in Los Angeles, playing the featured game on Fox in the late window, the featured late afternoon game in the NFL nationally. Yeah, I mean some affiliates were supposed to show this game. They went to the Cincinnati Bengals game instead. I mean, neither game was the world's best game. Let's be honest. For the doubleheader. Really, CBS the late windows in the second window. In the late window, the late window, second window, 4 or 5 Eastern window, or the 1 Eastern window. There's 2 games. There's a few. The Denver Broncos come back with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Seattle Seahawks. So, you had some stunners. Yes, the Washington Commanders, Gene Daniels, now let the best come back, but he's 50-26. 2 touchdown. Jake Krusky, Merritt, 14 carries for 4 yards. Then Deebo Samuel Sr. 8 receptions, 8 yards. McCaffrey, Luke, I believe is Christian McCaffrey's brother, 1 for 50. Jake Krusky, Merritt, 2 for 39. So, yeah, and it was just a solid game for Chargers. The Chargers packed up a little bit, put in Trey Lance, 3 for 4 words. Herbert was 22-20 Hurts, 0 to Herbert was 4 for 60. Hunter's the main run back, 4 for 4. Allen 5 for 58. Johnston 4 for 40. McConkey 3 for 39. Conklin 2 for 30. So yeah, did not look great. Had an interception in the game. Neither team looked really solid in the game. I mean, neither team did. But in the first quarter, the Chargers a good score outside of their points. Then I touched them in a 4:50 in the second. But one of those second quarter, it's 2-7. Then it was 17-10. The Washington Commanders getting the ball in the third quarter. The kickoff. Jakrasi interfered touchdown. And the 3-0 field goal that game, and then US was nearly here touchdown pass from Genius. We get 27-10. So neither team looked, Chargers looked good in the game, but they just couldn't score late. And the Chargers also started Genius coming back late, did it. And so there you have it. So that's my thoughts on the rest of the afternoon and this late afternoon games for 2025 season. For week 5, 2025. There's still the Sunday. I'm going to recap. And then Monday Night Football is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars in Duval County, Florida. Duval County, Florida. So we'll see if Jacksonville can win. And see if we're going to win. Can Kansas City improve to 3-2 and bring Jacksonville down to 3-2? Or can Jacksonville remain tied for the AFC South lead? Can Jacksonville remain tied with the AFC South lead? Or for the AFC South lead, can Jacksonville remain tied? They're still going to be tied with Indianapolis for the top spot until those two teams match up in the AFC South. Then you have the AFC. And then you have Patrick Mahomes looking to try to avoid being 2-3. I mean, they've had 2 losses by the Lakers, which are kind of more stunning. Losing Jackson Dirt and then losing Angie Nails, sure. But the way they did, I don't know about that. But in the game against Avengers, been Jackson Twister, once they got impact, and just really show why he belongs on the team. And yeah, I can see that. So we'll see. So I like that. So yeah, and it's gonna be kind of interesting seeing Kansas City if they fall to 2-3, maybe a game back of Los Angeles. So that'd be kind of surprising seeing them like they were there. But Los Angeles, they were 3-0. They got stunned twice. So we'll see though. They should have been 0 or 3 or 4-1. They should have been, but it is what it is. So we'll give you my thoughts on them later. So I'm gonna do a Monday night, and then I can do it separately, and then I can do a Monday night separately, or I'll just do both one of these. So next time, take care.